Guys. So today I noticed this small picture on the bar, and when I pressed it, yeah, you see, it brought me here. A century since Tut's tomb was discovered. 100 years ago today, British archaeologist and Egyptologist Howard Carter discovered the sarcophagus of Tutankhamun. Sarcophagus is this fancy grave that, or coffin, sorry. It is the fancy golden coffin where the Egyptian kings and queens were mummified, better known as King Tut in Egypt's Valley of the Kings. Though they first uncovered the tomb of the Boy King on November 4th, 1922. Boy King, this is Tut's nickname because he was a small boy when he became king. Carter and crew, the crew are the people who work with you on these projects, took years to excavate the burial site. So they brought everything out. What they found astonished the world. Astonished, it is when you are completely surprised. So you become like a stone. Look here. So Bing has this feature. You can just click on it. Look here. Greatly surprised or impressed, amazed. It was loaded with more than 5,000 artifacts. An artifact is a special piece of something from the old time. Usually it has very high value. Let's see if this works again. Yes, it does. An object made by a human being, typically an item of cultural or historical interest, gold and silver artifacts. Of course, it's very valuable, including a solid gold coffin. This is what we talked about. Face masks, thrones, the chair where the king sits on, archery bows, trumpets. A trumpet is a musical instrument. This is a musical instrument which usually they blow inside. A trumpet is a brass instrument commonly used in classical and jazz ensembles. A lotus chalice. A chalice is a special glass usually used for drinking wine. See, these are chalices. Furniture, food, wine, sandals, gold caps to protect Toot's toes. Wow, this was amazing. And fresh linen underwear. Linen is a very special material used usually for underwear. It's very comfortable and very expensive. Textile made from the fibers of flax plant, linen. Uh, because you should always bring clean undies. Undies is the nickname of underwear, even when you are crossing into the realm of the dead. Of course, the Egyptians believed that he is moving to the realm of the dead. Though Tut is considered a minor pharaoh by historians, the discovery of his tomb was one of the most significant in the history of archaeology. Significant, important. The burial site was remarkably well preserved. Preserved, it is when you keep something as it is in the first state. Unlike many neighboring tombs, it was untouched by grave robbers. Grave robbers are criminals who rob the grave and sell its contents for money, thanks to debris covering the entrance for most of the tomb's existence. Debris, it is when something gets destroyed and it goes down. So this is debris. We have lots of debris in earthquakes. So though the debris covered the entrance, so they couldn't actually rob it. In the 1960s, Egypt allowed the treasures of King Tut to leave the country for display in other museums, and the exhibit has traveled the world numerous times, many, many times numerous. Today, King Tut's death Mask and sarcophagus are displayed here at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. The designation given to the tomb was KV62. KV stands for the Valley of the Kings, and the number 62 was because it was the 62nd tomb found there. The treasures from King's tomb traveled throughout the world during the Treasures of Tutankhamun tour from 1972 to 1979. The tomb of the Tutankhamun contained many extraordinary objects. And here, don't say extraordinary. This is wrong. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. Amazing. Not normal. Very special. One of which was a dagger carved from a meteorite. Wow, this is amazing. A dagger is a big knife. Uh, a meteorite, it came from space. So here we have 20 surprising facts about King Tutankhamun. So we have a quiz here. Let's take the quiz. King Tut or Tutankhamun was a pharaoh in what ancient empire? Ah, come on, this is very silly. Assyria. Are they talking about Syria? Yeah, probably. Of course, he was in Egypt. King Tut was the last of his royal family to rule. He reigned from 1332 to 1323, 10 years. The ancient Egyptian empire lasted for more than 3,000 years, 3 millenniums. Next question. What comedian had a hit single with the song King Tut, selling more than 1 million copies? Wow. So we have Steve Martin, Robin Williams, Gilda Radner. I think it's a Steve Martin because he plays the Oli Kelly. Maybe Steve Martin. Yeah, it's a Steve Martin. Steve Martin and the Toot Uncommons, actually members of the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, performed the song on SNL Saturday Night Live, the famous comedy show. Okay, next question. What is The Curse of the Pharaohs? 1945 comedy, Jay Farrow's stand up special, a curse believed to have killed those who disturbed Tut. Yeah, of course, this one. See. A curse believed to have killed those disturbed Tut's tomb. Soon after the discovery of the King's Tut tomb, the excavation patron, the leader, George Herbert, suddenly died of an infection. His death gave rise to stories of a mummy curse, alleged to be cast upon those who dared violate the mummy of the ancient Egyptian. Alleged, so people say that. You are not sure, is this true or not true? When you cast upon, a curse is cast upon, so this is like magic. You dare to do that, so you shouldn't do that, but you have the bravery or the courage to do something stupid that ended with your death. We all know Daredevil. Especially a pharaoh. Some even blamed the curse for the death of the lead excavator of Tut tomb, Egyptologist Howard Carter, although he lived more than 16 years after the dig. Okay, let's check this. King Tut, Steve Martin history. Aha, so this is the song.
I'd like to talk seriously just for a moment. One of the great art exhibits ever to tour the United States is the Treasures of Tutankhamun, or King Tut. But I think it's a national disgrace the way we have commercialized it with trinkets and toys, t-shirts and posters. And about 3 months ago, I was up in the woods and I wrote a song. I tried to use the ancient modalities and melodies. I would like to do it for you right now. Maybe we can all learn something from this.